Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Monday, January 8th, 2024. So glad you could join me here at Forex Smart Trade. Our goal is to help you become a successful currency trader, a profitable currency trader. And we are so confident in our abilities to do that with our proprietary trading tools that we will let you trade with our money and split what you make once you've been trained. So very, very good deal. And the point of this session is to kind of give you a little sample of how well the indicators work when you know how to use them. I've been trading about 4 years plus. This is the only method I've ever used to trade, and I find it has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. So with that, let's jump right in. We need to kind of listen to this guy first, and then we'll see what we've got available for some trades.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about our program is that we do these live trades. I do 3 a week. This one this afternoon that we're on right now, and then I do another one tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and again on Thursday at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And then every day, Monday through Thursday, around 4:15, I also send out an overnight trade, which we will do at the end of our session today. We will do the overnight trade analysis. So in our session today, we're going to do two different trading analysis. One of the great things about our indicators is that we do have a dozen different signals. And when we train you, we create a customized trade plan based around your availability to trade and your risk preferences. When you are a member, every morning at 10 a.m., we do a live trade. Every evening at 10 p.m., we do a live trade. So there are plenty of opportunities to watch experienced traders and learn from experienced traders. And then on top of that, we also have group training sessions every Wednesday evening and Saturday morning, where we are continually reviewing trade strategies and just working on the fundamentals so that you can stay sharp, stay good, and get better. I like to work off of a checklist. Checklists have been proven to improve performance. And I find that so intuitively, I seem to feel more comfortable when I have a little checklist to work off of, make sure I'm not forgetting stuff, especially now I do get more forgetful. The first thing every day, good habit, just restart the green chart, clears out the memory and picks up any updates. Another good habit is at the end of every day is just to review the trades that didn't go the way you wanted. And specifically with our indicators, you can go back with the simulator to that specific time when the trade took place and say, hey, what happened here? Why didn't this go the way I wanted? You can examine it and try to isolate what was the mistake, if any. Sometimes you do everything right, and the signal just changes. We had one of those last week on the overnight trade. But more often than not, sometimes you made a mistake, and it's just good to be clear on what works and what doesn't work and be as you're trading. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. That's what our indicators are very good at helping you figure out. They're simple, simple to use, yet highly predictive. But news also impacts currency prices. So we want to know what those news items are so that we can trade around them. And the best place to get that is by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact. I generally don't worry about those. Orange, which is medium impact. I don't worry about those, but you can. And then red, which is high impact. Those are things you need to trade around. And right now, next thing coming up, we are actually past this. Next thing coming up are this thing on the consumer price index in Japan, which will be tomorrow morning in Japan, but it's 6:30 our time. So we've got kind of clear sailing. We don't have any red items to worry about. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right in. Now, as I said, we've got a dozen different signals. The one I'm going to trade off of for the first half an hour is something called the 10-point trade signal. And I'm going to do it off of a 1-hour chart. You can do it off of any time frame, say 30 minutes and up. I like to be halfway into the chart, so 30 minutes into it, which we are. On a 1-hour chart, typically a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. That tends to be the, on a 1-hour chart on the Euro USD, support and resistance tends to run about 40 pips. So I want to trade within that support and resistance channel. And my sweet spot tends to be 11 pips. If I can do 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing very good. Today was a little bit of an off day. I only did 11 pips, 12 pips. I am getting ready to travel tomorrow, so I was a little distracted with that. We will be having our session tomorrow morning, and right after our session tomorrow morning, I'll be heading to the airport. On this trade, I'm looking for it to close within 1 to 3 hours. Again, that suits my my risk profile. And the strategy is really kind of simple. I'm just trying to get all the lines to line up in one direction. And if I can get a certain number of those lines to line up from all 3 sections of the chart, I got a good trade. So with that, let's go in and take a look and see what we've got. Chart I am going to trade off of is something called the Light 6 Major. It's one of the standard charts. It is a composite chart where it's showing me 6 different currency pairs. And this first chart is showing me all US-based pairs. And the trade basically starts with the middle section of the chart, which we call the major and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal blue line is the what we call the overbought line. So I am looking for situations where the major and minor lines are overbought and all going down. The third element is that there's a double cross. So in this case, the red line's crossing over the green and the black line's crossing over the gray. So I've got 3 points here. Now, there's a couple things I don't like about those 3 points. And usually when I get the 3 points, I am going to jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting this. But what I don't like here, one, is the slope of the green line. I want the slope of the green line on a sell signal to be greater than 45 degrees. It is less than 45 degrees. And you can see it's moving as we're talking here. So that's one thing I don't like. The second thing I don't like is that the majors have been overbought now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. We've been overbought. I don't like it when they're hanging out overbought. I just assume pass. I want to catch something where it's come up and it's turned and it's coming down. And what I'm looking for is something like this. What we're seeing on the USD, where it's turned down and I want to ride it through the channel and catch those two red lines. And you see, if I had caught in this, that was good for 27 pips. I want to carve just 11 pips out of that. And that was within 2 hours. So I would have gotten my 11 pips here had I caught this. We're not quite oversold yet. Can I get 11 pips when we're oversold and it's going down? Yes, that's possible, but it's just not part of my trade plan. I want to catch it up here and ride it down, or catch it down here and ride it up. So because of the lack of slope here, now it's almost at 45 degrees. While we've been talking, it's getting close to 45 degrees. I'm still going to pass on this. But it is approaching morning time. 3:30. It's 14 hours. So 6. It's approaching morning time in Australia. So this might not. We'll come back to it. Now the slope is greater than 45 degrees. So let's write it down and come back to it. Let's see if there's something better. But originally, I didn't like the slope of this. Here we're oversold going down. Here, pound USD overbought. Everybody's going down. And I've got the double cross, so 3 points. Terrific steepness on the green line. It's entering the channel, but not yet halfway. I don't mind the exact position of the minor indicator. The minor indicator is more than halfway, but I want everybody going down. So this is 3 points here. When I have 3 points here, I'm going to jump up to the TNTs, and I want to count how many of these lines, the two orange lines and blue lines, are supporting the sell signal I see here. Thick orange line is sideways. So sideways in baseball, tie goes to the runner. Here, tie doesn't count. We're not going to give credit for a tie. So I don't get this one. And the thin orange is going up, not down. So two of the lines are telling me no. Thick blue is going up. On the blues, the lines are inversely related. So when blue's going up, that means sell. So only one of the lines are telling me sell here. I need to have at least 3 of these lines. If I don't have 3 of these lines, I don't need to look at the pressure. U.S. Canadian dollar oversold. Minors are going up. Majors are sideways. What makes the majors sideways? Green line's going up. Red line is either going sideways or down. So I want all the lines going up. Dollar Swiss franc. We're 3/4 of the way through the channel, so we're going to pass. Dollar yen overbought. Everybody's going up. So nothing here. I want overbought. I want the lines coming down. So this hasn't turned yet. So not quite ready. So I've cloned this chart, and I've got 6 other pairs. These are non-USD pairs. So it gives me more opportunities to find something. Euro pound oversold. I got everybody going up here. I'm oversold. Everybody going up. I don't have the double cross yet. Green line hasn't crossed over the red, so I'm going to pass. That counts as a point. Other thing I don't like is that we're so far away from entering the channel. Big down day here on the euro pound, but it may be hitting a resistance line and starting to turn. Now the thing is to just be patient and wait for the setup. I know when you're trading, it's like, gee, I want to get in, I want to get something, I want to have some activity, but it's much harder to recover from a loss. It takes much more work than to just wait and get a couple good trades. So my strategy is I want to wait and get a couple good trades. So Australian dollar, yen, overbought. Minors are coming down, majors are sideways, so nothing there. European euro, Canadian dollar oversold, sideways or kind of coming down. Oh my, that's empty. I love this. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, overbought. Majors are going up with a duck bill. This usually means there's more up in the movement. Duck bill here's his bill, here's his head. Minors are coming down, so we don't have agreement. Pound yen overbought. Minors have started to come down. Majors are sideways, so nothing there. Euro Australian dollar oversold. Everybody's going up, but again, we don't have the double cross yet. It's still a little premature. So again, we've cloned it. Let's see what else we've got. Canadian dollar, yen, overbought. Minors are starting to come down. Majors still going up, so nothing there. Euro New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's coming up. And we just barely have the double cross. Green line is crossing over there. So 3 points. 3 points here. Thick orange going up, supporting the buy signal here, but thin orange is going down. So only one of the two oranges. Thick blue is coming down, supporting the buy. And dotted blue is it's going up a little bit sideways. So nothing there yet. So I may have 2 of the 4. I want 3 of the 4 here to tell me this is a good time to buy. And then we don't have the pressure either. The lines are converging. We've got very weak down pressure. I need either the lines going up or the green line on top. Green line will probably go on top in the next hour. So maybe next hour, this trade might be a good trade. Pound New Zealand dollar. We just touched oversold with the majors. Major indicators going up with a double cross. Minor indicator is going up with the double cross. So I get 3 points here. But again, my TNTs aren't quite there yet. New Zealand dollar, yen, overbought, minors coming down. Majors are I don't have the double cross here on the majors, and it's the red line isn't quite going down. I don't have the double cross. You could argue that the red line's going down, but it's wavering between sideways and down. New Zealand dollar, USD, overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross. So 3 points here. Good steepness on the green line. Gosh darn it. We still don't have 2 orange lines or sideways. So we don't get a tie for the sideways. I want them coming down. Thick blue going up. So we only have one of the 4 lines telling us sell. This is a nice setup here, though. And we do have the pressure. Red line's on top. So this is a point. and the lines are diverging. It looks like the green is ready to start going down, but TNTs aren't quite there yet, so we're going to pass. Euro Swiss franc oversold, kind of everybody sideways. Let's go to our last grouping and see if we can come up with anything. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, we're more than halfway. Swiss franc, yen, overbought, sideways on the majors. Euro, yen, overbought. Majors still going up, minors coming down. Pound Australian dollar, oversold. Minors going up, majors sideways. Swiss franc, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc overbought, minors coming down. Majors, you got everybody coming down, but the steepness on this is not very good. Green line is less than 45 degrees. I won't take it when it's less than 45 degrees. So we're going to pass on that. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, overbought. Majors kind of still going up, minor sideways. So we've gone through 24 pairs and did not find a good signal. Let's go back just one more time and we take a look at that AUD USD. AUD USD. Overbought, everybody's coming down. I've got the double cross. Don't like that it's been hanging out up here. But we only have one of the three here. We do have the pressure. Just for the heck of it, I want to see what the 2 and the 4 hour are telling me. When I confirm this trade, to confirm the trade, I look at the position of the major indicator on the 2 and the 4 hour, and I want it to be overbought. Here we're overbought with the green line flat. It doesn't need to be flat; it can still be going up, but I want it overbought, and it is. On the 4 hour, not so much. Minors are overbought, but the major is, the green line is just crossed over. This is telling me there's still more up in the movement. I want both of these lines to be, both the red and the green line, to be up above the blue, horizontal blue line. So nothing here. Now, one of the great things is that we do have multiple strategies. So I am going to change gears, and we have another signal, something called the thick orange line signal. This is a much simpler signal, and you can take it off of a 30-minute or 1 hour chart. I take it off the 1 hour chart. You want at least one of the pairs to be actively trading, and you want to take it when there's 5 minutes left in the hour, and we are at 6 minutes left in the hour. So by the time we go through all the things, we'll be under 5 minutes. But what I want to do is see what the position of the thick orange line is. And this thick orange line is a scaled number. So when it's as high as it goes, this number over here is at 10. When it's as low as it can go, it's at 0. So I want to see if this number is at 0 or 10. Because when it's at 10, it thinks there's no more up in the movement. If there's no more up in the movement, that's a good time to sell. Likewise, when it's at 0, it doesn't think there's any more down in the movement. If there's no more down in the movement, that's a good time to buy. So let's see if we find a 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. So 7 isn't close enough, 4 isn't close enough, 1.8 isn't close enough. 9.5. That is close enough. That is close enough. So when I see that, I want to confirm it. And the way I confirm that it's about to go down is by looking at what the position of the red line is on the major indicator. And I want this red line to kind of be where the green line is. If I have this at 10 or within 1, which it is, and the red line is above the blue line here, that's a good sell that's worth 5 pips. Right now, it's not quite there. This is still telling me there's a little bit more up in the movement, where this is saying we're kind of done. So I'm going to pass. 8.5 isn't good enough. 1.9 isn't good enough. So let's keep looking. 4 isn't close enough. 4 isn't close enough. 6 isn't close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10 or within 1.3 isn't close enough. 5 isn't close enough. 7 isn't close enough. Let's go to the next pair. So this one you can just see. You can go through them kind of quick to see if it's there. 7 isn't close enough. Not close enough. Not close enough. No, no. 9.3. That is close enough. So this guy is up here. He's within 1 of 10. But look where my red line is. He's oversold. So this guy's telling me, hey, I'm going up and I got a ways to go up. I want the red line way up here above the blue. So I don't have congruence between what the thick orange line is telling me and what the red line on the major indicator is telling me. And then let's go here. 8.8, not close enough. It's almost close. I want it above 9. See, this red line is okay here. He's above the red line. Not close enough, not close enough, not close enough. 1.8, not close enough, not close enough. All right. So we went through another 24 pairs. Didn't see a trade set up. This one is kind of close. But I am going to stick with my with the strict interpretation of the rule. I want this above 9. It's not, so we're not going to take it. What happens is when both of those, when that thick orange line is at 10, it's like pulling a rubber band. And when it's confirmed with the red line of the major indicator, it's like pulling a rubber band and letting it go. There's a little snap when the candle changes. So we didn't get that. So on our regular trade, using the 1 hour setup, using the 10-point trade, we didn't find a good signal. So now I'm going to change gears again. And this is a trade that I do on the last hour of the day. Trading day ends at 5 p.m. So we are 2 minutes away from getting into that last hour of the day. And I am looking at what the Euro USD is doing on the day chart. Euro USD on the day chart. And this is a bit of a modified version of that 10-point trade. Did you ever hear, I'm trying to remember the movie, the guy, I think it's Jack Nicholson, and he goes in and he wants to get some toast, and he asks the waitress for toast, and the waitress says, we don't serve toast. And then he says, well, can I get a toasted sandwich? She's like, yeah. He goes, all right, well, give me a chicken sandwich, a toasted chicken sandwich, but hold the chicken and hold the mayo and hold the lettuce. And then she's like, well, then that's just toast. Yeah, give me one of those. Give me a chicken sandwich and hold everything. So here we're holding everything except what the green line is doing. Everything but what the green line is doing. The green line is oversold, going up, entering the channel, so that's telling me buy. I confirm this by looking at what's going on the 12-hour chart and the 8-hour chart. And if the 12-hour chart and the 8-hour chart agree with what I'm seeing here, that's a trade we're going to take. and it's good for 11 pips. So here on the 12-hour, we're in the middle of the channel. Green line's going up, telling me buy. 8 hours also going up, telling me buy. So buy, buy, buy. We want to wait 20 more seconds to see that these stay consistent. So we've got a buy on the Euro USD, and we'll take that trade in just a minute. Let's see what we get on the pound yen. Pound yen, green line is overbought, and the green line's going up. It's about to roll. It's almost flat, but it's not quite flat. It's going up, so this is telling me buy. When I look at my 12-hour, though, 12-hour overbought coming down, telling me sell. 8-hour, middle of the channel change directions going up. So I don't have agreement between the 8, the 12, and the day. I want agreement between all three. So since I don't have it, I'm not going to take a trade tonight on the pound yen. But let's go back to our Euro USD. So buy, buy, buy. So we're going to take a buy on the Euro USD. You can do that in MetaTrader 4 or on your simulator. So here's the Euro USD. This is a demo account. I'm going to click new order. My lot size is a function of what I have in the account, and I've got $12,862 in this account. To figure out my appropriate lot size, I'm going to move the decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can take a 1.29. I'm going to round up. So I can take anywhere from half of that to double that. Since we only have this one trade tonight, I'm going to double it. So I'm going to take 1.29, which is really 1.3. 1.3 times 2 is 2.6. So I'm going to put it at 2.5. 2.5. Market buy. I'm going to right click on the order, go to modify. This trade is worth 11 pips. 11 pips equals 110 points. Just add an extra 0. I click the little blue button that does the math for me. And we're going to use roughly 3 times stop loss for whatever reason. The trade works much better at the 35 than 33. So we're going to use 35 pip stop loss. And click the red button that does the math. And then when I go to modify, it drops in my support and resistance. And that looks terrific. So we have taken a buy on the Euro USD with a take profit of 1.09668, 1.09668, and a stop loss of 1.09209. 1.09209. All right, gang. Thanks for joining me this evening. If you want to learn to trade, we have the elements that make for successful trading. You got the tools. These indicators are terrific. We've got experienced coaches that are actual traders. We are confident enough that we're going to let you trade with our money. So we kind of get a guarantee. We've been doing this a long time. We get an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. So our interests are aligned with yours. We make money when you make money. So it's not just pay us to train you and then see you later. We're around consistently, and we want you to be successful because we make more money when you do. All right, so we will see you tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Thanks so much for joining.